Well, here we are live in another day in Disneyland. That's Washington, D.C. It's sort of more like Disneyland, isn't it, than our government? I don't know what's going on, but uh, it sort of looks like we'll have a stimulus package maybe by the end of the day or so. And it seems that it'll be, well, you're going to be $600 check. Right now, they're talking about $300 a week unemployment, the advanced unemployment, the enhanced one. Something to do with not getting evicted. Don't know what that is yet. And some more PPP, it sounds like, for small business. Um, and I think they put everything else aside until Biden gets in here to do anything. But what I really want to talk about is the scamming that's out there. I mean, it's just phenomenal. And I've been a victim now twice or three times. And by the way, if you're a Let's Go Help member, I can't log in. Facebook is all I've been hacked there. I can't get into my own Facebook account, and I'm the only one that can sort of like answer the questions or anything. So you may have to wait another day or two there at Facebook for me to personally help you. Other people could, and particularly in the in the group, there's a lot of people that help and things like that. So that will be there. But boy, it's just now. Here's another thing: the scammers got $11,000 from my bank account. I was able to retrieve it, but somehow, they got in and used my bank account on Facebook to buy ads for their junk, whatever they were selling. Wow, and it's $11,000, and all in one day. I couldn't believe it. Man, it was just incredible to me that something like that is available, would happen to me. You think you're so smart or whatever. And actually, that's happening now too on Facebook here. If you go to, be careful, don't respond to anybody. And I can't say but me, because people on Facebook are somehow capturing, like they are me. It's the logo of me on Facebook, everything, and they have it there. And so when they're answering, it looks like I'm answering you. So if it looks like I'm answering you and they tell you to go call Harry or do this, this guy is great and all that kind of, I'd never do that anyway. I don't recommend anybody who takes money from you. I only recommend people who give money to you. So if anybody, says I recommended somebody that wants to get money from you, that's not from me. Actually, maybe that's worth something to tell more people about. Because if I only recommend people who give money to you, I recommend who, I got to write that. I'm an old guy. I forget a lot of stuff. I'll probably go out running a little bit, but I don't know how long, how cold it is. It's supposed to be in the 30s. That's a little chilly for an old guy, but I'll be out there. But I don't know if it's good to broadcast when it's that go. I like keeping moving. And actually the last 2-3 days I've been spending, 15 20 hours a day just on Facebook trying to figure it out. And it's a double authentication thing. It is crazy. And of course you can't get anybody on the phone there. The same way with Google, nobody's on the phone, nobody there. And then they have a source. I remember looking at used once before. You make an appointment to talk to somebody. I did, and can't make an appointment till like next year. So that doesn't do a lot for somebody who's closed down now. So bear with me, particularly on Let's Go Help members, because it's going to be a while, I guess, and that's why I'm trying to figure out how to help people without it, hopefully, or other people, or I could get in there as a member, not as sort of like, the admin guy, and maybe help you as a member. And I'll try to figure that out. And that shouldn't be too hard. But there's a lot of files and stuff I could get to. I can't I can't broadcast there live, so I can't do live streaming because I'm not approved to do that, and I can't do that. So that's an issue. Anybody has a question here? Happy to. But I did put up there, and also on, be right before I'm streaming that you see me now, the video before then. Look at that. There's a link there that to me is invaluable. It's a link to. We had a Christmas party on the 17th. Let's Go Help members. I think they did that to you on purpose. They're holding you hostage. Probably. You mean Facebook holding me hostage? Yeah, that's the problem. You give these guys too much power, and they have power over you. That's why I have backup ways to do things, and that's why I don't like their advertising that much, because they decide who to advertise to, not you. I mean, supposedly you decide, but it's their robots that make all the decisions. Anyway, so where was I? Watch that video, the one right before this, because in the description, their links are very important. Last Thursday, or the 17th, or I guess 2-3 days ago, we had a Christmas party for members only, and they brought a website that gave out free money. Okay, so nonprofit, government websites, and we collected 47 websites that night. They're just wonderful stuff. Local, national, all kinds of things. So I just compiled, and I was working on that list, trying to make it a camera-ready copy. Not really camera-ready, probably a lot of typos in it, and to download. So the link is in the description of the video before this. Download that link, and you'll see all the websites. We're sharing them with everybody, even if you're not a member. I mean, the people who did this at the club, I mean, it was so heartwarming to see so many people that are club members want to help other people, and they collectively, got together 47 great websites that I would have never found. That give out free money and help and everything during the pandemic and even forever. That's the problem with these things, is that they're not advertised. You can't find them if you go into Google and try to search for them, unless you know the name of the organization, and then maybe you can find them that way. But they're all there with the links and a big report. I mean, it's like a 50-page report that an ebook that you could download. And also, if you're not a member, I'm sharing the list that members have access to of the 2 places in your state. So every state has people for both personal finances and business finances whose job it is to solve your financial problems. Okay, so these are management consultants that get grant money from the government that help you with personal financial problems and business financial problems. And there's like 6 to 10 in every state, in each category. So I have a state-by-state listing you could download and find out yourself. So you don't need me. You don't have to give me $20. You have all the tools. Go to work. And what I think the being part of the group to me is that you could ask a specific question. Here you have to do all the research yourself. And that's what I'm doing. I'm guessing what your questions are, but people have more questions. So it's a way you can ask me 100 questions a day, and I help them there too for just $20 a month. You start whenever you want. I have not been able to get my unemployment insurance since I got laid off. Well, Angela, I mean, that's another thing. What you do is, let me put something in here. You want to go to, commoncause.org, and put find my representative, commoncause.org, and then call your 2 senators, your congressmen, and even state officials. Start at the top and tell them you think you deserve this and you can't get through to the unemployment. Now, this is not unusual. This is happening to people all over. If you've been denied, you always what do you call it? You complain. You can complain at the Department of Labor, but sometimes time runs out. So if it doesn't work for you in the normal way, like calling or sending in another plea or whatever it is, what you can do is call your elected official, because they could break all the rules that the government is operating with. You and I can't, and they won't do it for you because they'll get in trouble. But they'll do it for an elected official. How do I get personal help? I live in Maryland. Personal help with what? You need your sidewalk shoveled? You got too much snow? You could get that for free by calling 211 in Maryland, actually. They have nonprofits that shovel snow for people. But for me, it's the personal help I give is all on Let's Go Help. But right now, Google, Facebook quarantined me, and I don't know how long I'm going to be in quarantine from Facebook. They're afraid I have COVID or something. It's just bureaucracy. Big company. I mean, they're like government. I don't see any difference between Facebook and the government. You can't get anybody to speak English, and you got to beat on them like hell. And that's the difference. I remember when I first started this business, 30, 40 years ago, I'd worked for Fortune 500 companies and using government. And I said, God, these people are the same thing. That's just the nature of not government, nature of being big. That's what it is. Micah National rep, it's the truth. He did it for me. Unemployment. See, that's wonderful. Thank you, Beverly. Because that's what we need to hear. And that's what I love in Let's Go Help, is that people tell their experiences. Hey, a real person actually called a senator and their office called me back and fixed the problem. Yes. Now, it may not happen all the time, but nothing does, man. It's like you getting the job, you go anything, getting a date. It is, it's a crapshoot, but it happens. That's what you have to realize. I mean, we get grown up because we believe in the media we watch or anything, and we think everything is one way. Nah, it's somewhere in the middle. And you could pull any side you want and say that's true. That's true, but work hard and get the side that you want, because they're both there. It's whether how much you're going to work to do it. That's the important thing, because otherwise most people go and they just believe in their preconceived notions. And that's why, see, for what I see in Let's Go Help is that people are getting people to question their preconceived notions. And that's how you lose things. You lose things because you have preconceived notions about things. Oh, Beverly, thank you so. And then you miss out on an opportunity. And that's why almost, to me, what you have to do is ignore everything preconceived you have about anything, because you're going to be wrong some of the times. You're going to be right some of the times. It doesn't matter. You just have to try enough so that you get some right stuff. The right point. Like me, I'm an asshole too. I could have that, the bad part of me, and you prick me the wrong way or something, and that will come out. So you think, oh, I'm that way all the time. No, I don't think so, but maybe some days. You never know. And I got some ex-wives to prove that, I guess. So it's about you living your life, and you getting as most as you can out of your life. And what I see is that we're all beat to death on that things we cannot do. And that's silly. I mean, sure, some of it's maybe right, some of it's maybe not. Please, do you know about rental assistance in California? Take that list. Go to that list, and you'll see California and your financial emergency offices in California. I got a list right there. I can't tell you off the top of my head. These programs are changing every single day. You can't know. No one knows. If somebody says they know something, they know a corner of it, what's there today, but it's bigger than that. And tomorrow it'll change anyway, you know, and that's what you have to realize. And so what you have to do is just dig in, start doing the groundwork, start shoveling. And you get the shovels by, that's what I do. I show people sources to shovel, because otherwise you're sitting there, I don't know where to go. I think I'll go on the internet. And you go on the internet, and all you're going to find are people that want to get money from you. You know? So I want to show you people who want to help you get money, not help get your money. That's the important thing. And there's light of that. Lisa, Inez, thank you. And that's why what I give are sources, because even if, and look at that report. There's not only the report of all the states and where to go to get free help for your financial problems. There's a report of 47 new COVID grants. Now this is the stimulus package that we're going to be voted on today, tomorrow, whenever they might get around to it. They have other important things to do. Even Trump, I don't know where the hell, if he's even in town, if he's golfing, probably too cold. Maybe he went to Florida to play golf. No, I think he's in town. I heard they were yelling at the White House. Yeah, man, for real. It is a conspiracy. You probably have to open a new account. Yeah, that may be true. But I don't know. I'm worried. How do I move my my Let's Go Help to a new account? I don't know if I could do that. For giving us the tools to change it. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, I think we all have. I mean, I'm doing more than I ever thought. I grew up in a little town called Wilkesboro, Pennsylvania. God, I was maybe. My father was a small business guy, and I thought, well, maybe if I had a clothing store. I was a clothes horse, even young. That was for me. And now it is. It's. I mean, it's a difficult dance. You have to play all your life. And I think no one has the right way to do it, you know, and I'm convinced of that, because it's different for all of us. We all have to do it our own way, because we're all different kinds of people. And so we take things differently and use them differently and things like that. We have different talents. So we have to explore that. And that takes you trying and failing. And the only way you can explore what you may do is to fail a whole fucking lot. there's no shortcut out of that, you know. And that's what Maddie from Maryland. Hiya, Maddie. How far in Maryland are you? I'm in DC right now. I used to live in Kensington a long time. We're down in Adams Morgan. And I'm going to go out and run after this, I hope, unless I really got to maybe beat on the Facebook people a lot. And so if you're around, but I think they're closing down the restaurants altogether or something in Maryland and the district and stuff like that. So it's strange. Well, Maddie, I have two. If you're not a member, go to the last video on YouTube and look in the description. And I have two links there. One is for the 47 free COVID programs there are all over the country. There I have them, some national, some local, and I'll tell you the kinds of things. Like there's a program for $100,000 to open up a gun range. That's right. It's crazy, you know. Okay. And there's a report there of 125 programs just for women. I'm going to do a separate video on that, because I think that's important for people to know. I get a lot of people, oh, what about for women? But you should apply for everything. And actually, a lot of the ones they have for women, scanning over the 125 programs there, most of them are national, they're also for men. So that's why people say, oh, any for minorities or any for veterans. Yeah, there are some set aside, but apply for, but they're a small fraction. The bigger piece of the pie is for everybody. So you're an everybody, besides being a special person by your history or ethnics. That, you know what I mean. It is. Yeah, there's so much more for everybody. Like I used to give talks at Walter Reed. You know, the people who came back from the war, shot up And not to talk about veterans programs, because the veterans know about those programs. It's those non-veterans programs. 90% of the free money, well, it's probably a hell of a lot more than that, probably 95 or more, is in non-veterans programs. And that's what I'm trying to make sure people know about. And the veterans know about that stuff. But by the way, if you are a vet, the best place to start to know about veterans programs is your county veterans service office. County Veterans Service Office. Okay. And that's the best place to find out about that. And by the way, if we're trying to get, if you were a member and you gave a link to a free source, we're touching, because we did it on Facebook. We're trying to ask for we need your email address, and I don't have that. So we're sending instant messages on Facebook asking for your email address so that we could send you the gift certificates, so you may have won. We have 20, we only got about half the people who gave us their, I suggest that you open a new account. Yeah, that depends. I mean, the problem with that is we got a year or two of history in ads, see? And you set up a new website and all that goes. The other thing, I don't know if I can move Let's Go Help, say, all the people that I'm not there anymore, and they're paying money. So that's a problem. So I got to work with them a little before I really pull the plug. So that's what I'm trying to. But anyway, if you gave up, and even if it wasn't Thursday night, we went back that day, the next day, because we said we'd look for links that were given the next day. So in the last, from the 17th, so if you gave us something 17th, 18th, or what is today, the 19th, see if, look at the Facebook instant message, if we sent you a message asking you for your email address. That's important. Now, everybody else, if you want to see a list of those 47 message websites that everybody shared, go to covid.ca for California. Okay. But again, even with that, that's some, because every county, every city, or whatever, that'll be more state and federal. Most of those websites have but it's a good place to check, yes, but don't stop there. And that's important. Anything for cutie pie. Yes. Again, you're looking for help on anything. The video I just finished and put up on YouTube just a few minutes ago has, look in the description. There's a lot there that will show you how to find what's in Kentucky, or what's in California, or what's anywhere, and it's all right there. So that's what you have to do. Or if you remember, at Let's Go Help, then put a question, and we'll put together the links for you and do that. Now, I'm handicapped there. It may be a struggle for a few days. I don't know how long it's going to last, screwing around with these people at Facebook, that is. Anything for incarcerated Americans. Yes, there's more and more for incarcerated. Even in jail, they've been getting a lot of the unemployment money, even while being in jail. It's crazy, But even, returning citizens, that's one of the names they use. Yes, and that's in a lot of these now. Just apply for anything, even if you have that background. The worst case is they say no, but that's changing more and more. And if you don't apply, you're not going to help change that system and get people more to realize, because these programs are to help people. And I think we're changing as a country on that. And so more and more, because a lot of this money is local. So you just ignore that you have that. You just went to a bad college. So you didn't go to Harvard. What the hell? Yeah. But you apply anyway. Well, that's it. Yes, we got the stimulus, but if you file for unemployment, is that a fraud attempt? I don't know. You apply. They'll tell you. I'm guessing. And that's why don't trust anybody, even me or whatever. If someone's giving you money, or you ask the people giving you money. They're going to have a questionnaire. If you lie on there, then that's a problem. If they want to know if you were incarcerated and you say no and you were, then that's a problem. But if they don't ask, or if they ask and it doesn't matter to them, then that's the only way you find out. Otherwise you're wasting your time, asking me. I'm not giving you the money. I don't care. It's like asking me to go out with that pretty girl. I'm not going to go out with you, so I don't care. You gotta go there. There's nothing happy about this holidays. I lost my job the 4th of December. And to Angela, okay, well, you got to do two things if you lost your job. One is your local career one-stop. They have lots of programs. Now, this is the time to get trained to get a better job so you don't lose it next time. And they have Know About Money programs to live on also. So make sure you know those two things. Hey, I lost a job. I need a better job. What can you do for me? And how do I live until I get something? Okay. They will know about those things. Now, it may not be perfect or whatever. That's one thing you do. The next thing you do is you start figuring out the gig economy. I got a report, if you remember, I got a whole bunch of sources for making money, because the gig economy and actually the ex-incarceration, returning American stuff, that's good too, the good gig economy. Many times they don't even ask, they don't care, because you're not doing one-on-one things. It's a lot of, stupid little things to do online. Pick out the pink pillows in this picture or something, who you are, to do that. I love this guy since I was a kid. Oh, I was a kid too. Was at the same time? Probably not. Not when you're 77. Very few. And so so we have the career one-stop. You have your gig economy. Where do you find that? Well, there's a lot of places. I have a nice report, but that's biased. But you don't need that. You could just go, what I like is Indeed. If you put gig, G-I-G, .indeed.com. That's a good place to learn about the kinds of gigs where you live. And they're really all over the country. Most of the gigs you could do at home, so it doesn't matter. So that's a good place to start earning extra money. You're not going to be a millionaire, but you got to pay the rent. That's the important thing. So you do that. So you got those two places. Small career one-stop, gig economy. Now you go to the video I told you about, the one I did before this. You go into that and look in the description, and there's two reports to download. One gives you the 47 new programs that all the volunteers from Let's Go Help put together to share with people. So there's 47 places. So like maybe you're a musician, you're an incarcerated person, but you're also a musician. Well, there's grants just for musicians who can't get to work. Yeah, or you worked in the restaurant industry. There's grants for people who worked in the restaurant industry. You can't get a job anymore. So those kinds of things. I mean, they're wonderful. And that's where the 120 or 30 programs just for women are. And so that's the third place. Now you go back to and download from the video I just completed in YouTube, and download the how to find grants locally. That gives you a state-by-state listing. There's 50 states in there. And for every state, I have two reports you could download. One is for finding all the people who get grant money to help people in personal financial trouble. These are people. There's like 6 to 12 offices in your state that get grant money to help you when you're in financial. Who would have known? You're going to go on Google and find some consultant's going to charge you who the hell knows what. These people get it for free, and you can do it, but they don't advertise, so you never find them in Google. So that's one for personal finance. Then there's another report you download, and all the people that help you with your business in financial trouble. They get grant money to help businesses who want to start, or they're trying to grow, or they're in financial trouble. So they're getting money to do that. See, I have to get paid to do what I do by charging for the Let's Go Help Facebook group. Otherwise, my banker's going to get pissed. My mortgage guy will be pissed. The utility company will be pissed. Yeah, I got to get money from you somehow, to pay that. But these people don't. They're already getting paid. So that's the other thing. Because they're already getting paid, you have to treat them differently. My motive is to be nice to you, so maybe you buy something from me. right? um, and but them will get the same paycheck, whether they're work you for free or if they hang up on you. So that's why uh, you have to get. Uh, oh, yeah, you have to be nice to them. That's the important thing. Yeah, and that's what you have to do. Be nice to them, because then they'll work harder if you're nice to them. I've been a member for 3 months. I can't access any of your videos. Download. Help me. Please repeat information about the 47. The 47 is in the video I just completed. I just put up, if you're on YouTube watching me there, look at the video I just completed. I put up a video about that 47. I don't know why you can't access anything, because if you're a member, we haven't had any members saying they can't access anything, Laura. Um, but anyway, so the video in the last video on YouTube I did, that's there. Go to the description. Okay, watch the video if you want to watch, but the meat of that is in the description. So you go to the description, and there's 2 links in that description. One link shows you the 47 new COVID programs that the volunteers at Let's Go Help put together. So wonderful. I'm thinking about, how do I do more of that? How do I get people? Boy, people, that's more than I could ever collect that quickly. And they're all great stuff. I mean, these are not stupid things, like you get a free Cracker Jack toy or something. No, these are $100,000 to start a gun range. As I mentioned, that's the one that sticks out. And also in there, Laura, is a listing, a state-by-state listing of all the free places for help in your state. Okay, so there's 2 lists for every state. One for personal finance, and the other for business. Okay, now these offices are all paid for by the government or nonprofit organizations, so none of them will ask you for money at all, but they get paid to help you out of financial problem, and that's the important thing, is that they get paid to help you with any kind of financial problems, and they get paid whether they help you or not. So that's what I mean. I was talking a little while ago. You have to treat them differently. You have to be nicer with your personality. That's your currency that you're buying. So if you're mean and stuff, well, who the hell wants to talk to you? You're not paying me either, so I'm not gonna put up with that. Yeah. Oh no, lunchtime. Sorry, gotta go. Or hey, something wrong with this phone. Deet 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 deet. Update WhatsApp, another communication app, old versions that's screwed up stuff. I just went through. Okay, great. Maybe that'll help. But let us know. You can always go. And me, it's at Let's Go Free Radio. Now, I can't answer lots fast. So if I don't answer you in like 2 days, just start yelling at me. M-A-I-L. I gotta know how to spell mail. Why did? Okay. Yeah, if no answer in 48 hours. Super real life depends. It depends on where you live. Yeah, exactly. People to people. There's some weirdos and some mean people and some of this, some of that, all kinds of people. So it's that's what life is. It's not perfect, and that's the problem. I think is that people who sell things want to pretend that life's perfect. Just call me, and it's going to be perfect, and it's going to be easy. Don't worry, your problems will be solved. Bullshit. Their problem is solved because they got your money. Yeah, but your problems aren't because they're going to take a work. Yeah, see if you can find a kid in your area. Yeah. Also, I can say if the library's open, you can make an appointment with somebody. They're usually pretty good at the basic things, like if you have trouble with Facebook. I mean, I have a video interview of a librarian said, yeah, come in. We'll help you set up a business on Facebook, or, YouTube, and all this kind of teach people. This is important. Also, there is I have a link to a free course on how to use, it's really how to start a business on the internet. And this is from a small business development center out in the Midwest somewhere. It's a great course. It, tells you all about Facebook, how to do it there. Very easy to start, and all that kind of stuff. I don't know it offhand. I forget. But if you remember, you could ask, and I'll get it, or email me. And then if you don't get the link in 2 days, yell at me. You got to yell, 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 yell. Well, okay. I got to go try to put on my boxing gloves with Facebook again, and go exercise. Otherwise, I'll turn into the fat kid that I grew up as. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go out being fat. I came in being fat, but I'm going to go out being skinny. Actually, I just get more energy. That clothing line. Anybody want to do that? I mean, I'm doing a lot of, see, like these shirts and everything, all these things I get made in China, or these things are on Printful, one of these instant print things. So if somebody wants to charge for that, oh, you did get that $1,200, Gabe, good. If anybody wants to, help me set up a Printful business to sell these, let me know. Send me an email if you've done this kind of stuff before, because I wouldn't mind. I mean, I got a dozen or so kind of images for pants and T-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff like that. All with question marks and hearts and whatever. And I'm probably going to add to that because it's cheaper than any of the clothes I've been buying before. Like this jacket here, I get somebody on Fiverr design it. I send it, and then have a T-shirt made. And the designer's what, $10, $20 if it's screwed up, and then the T-shirt's $30. So that's it. 40, $50. I got something nobody else is wearing. Now the coat, same thing. I find a designer, then I send it to Spoon Flower, and there's a couple like that. They're 3D fabric printers. So they print a couple yards of fabric for like $50. I send it to Vietnam. They spend, I don't know, $50 to $100 to make a jacket, and I have to pay another 100 or two for postage. It's still a couple $100. I got something nobody else will ever have or probably want. Right? Okay, see, I can get help by repairing my transportation to continue working. Oh, yes. Call those 5 places that I told you about in that list that there's a lot of local states and counties that have special money for that, because they know if you don't have a car, you can't do anything, or you can't be an Uber driver too, or deliver DoorDash. I mean, there's a lot of money. You want to deliver something, doesn't matter what your car you're in. There's a lot of jobs for that all over the country. Yeah, for driving, because nobody's shopping. They want it delivered. So they need drivers, and that's freelance. And you could do it whenever you want. You want to work an hour or never, or all the time, or whatever. And you don't need a fancy car unless you're picking up people. Then you could also rent a car and see if that works for you. Some of the things have, some of the like Lyft and those people have programs where they help you get a car. And because they know you're going to make money, that kind of thing. But you could get a clunker, or you have to get your car fixed. Then go to these the 6, 7, 8 sources I have in that list that's in the video before this one. Download that, contact them, because again, they know that if you don't have a car, you don't have a job. That's getting less and less so. So grateful for what you do. Stay well and fit. I hope so. Good morning from Dallas. Is it still morning in Dallas? Good. Hi, Matt. Tammy calls from Mobile, Alabama. Good, Tammy. Nice to hear. You can't drive, no license. Well, there's a lot of other things you can do at home on the internet that people don't know about. And this is what the gig economy is about. If you're a member, go over and say, hey, I need information about working gigs at home. Man, this is the fastest growing industry in the country is the gig economy. And about a third of us work there, or even more now. We have to because of COVID. And so that means more people are going to work from home. More people are going to realize they don't have to hire people to come in. More people are going to realize that I don't need somebody to be on the payroll forever and to marry them, that I just hire them as a needed business. So if you get 4 or 5 people that hire you part-time, that's safer than having one job. Because if one person fires you, you got 4 others to do it. Had a service I was doing, and I needed to get a license to do it. And now, yes, do gigs at home. And yes, I make T-shirts to Soul Love. It's Lisa Loves. Oh, really, Lisa? Email me. Tell me about that, okay? On Teespring. So yes, I'm gonna sell into that. Lisa, would you be interested? Yeah, Lisa. God damn, you have to know how to spell it. No, I flunked English in college. Good. Okay, if you don't hear from me in 2 days, Lisa, where are you at, Lisa? Are you in the United States or in Switzerland? I did hear people, because of global warming, they're moving to places like Switzerland because high in the mountains, they don't have to worry about water level. That's amazing. Lisa left Florida. Great. Deerfield. I'm not sure where Deerfield is, but that's nice. Great. So at least you're warm. You don't have to freeze your butt off like I am up here. Do you know any automobile repair help in California? Yes, there are even free places. If you're a member of Let's Go Help, I have a report on all the places for that. If I think GoFundMe, if for auto repair, GoFundMe, I find some good reports there, because if you put in like how to pay for auto repair or something, you see a GoFundMe site, and they have a list of the normal sources that do that. But again, what to do, the people that I have in that list are the people to contact, because these are 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in your area that helps you with financial problems. So they've had this problem before. This is not an unusual problem. So they know where to get that done. And so go to the video that is, before this video, go to the description and download those 2 reports. I have a report on the 47 websites that the volunteers of Let's Go Help curated that. And then the link is Lisa Loves a Tire. Oh, good. And the other link is sources, local sources to contact for help. These are organizations, nonprofits, and government offices that are in business to help you with financial problems. So you have a financial problem. I can't get my car repaired. You call them up and call everyone. You don't call one and say, oh, there's no such thing. They may. And 7 out of 8 may say that. You just need one, and you're only gonna get one if you call 8, and you may have to call 16 or 32 or 64. That's how it goes. And if you're not willing to do that, you're gonna next month you're gonna be stuck with a broken car again. And it's true with everything. Hello, my sister and I have a clothing line in New York, and we'll be interested in it. Oh, great. Good. Email me. Email me. Let's go. Yeah. No, I was a clothes store, and I used to dress fancy and dress a lot. Not funky is cheap. See, I get great suits. Nobody, and when you're funky, nobody notices how cheap the material is. Oh, wow, that's sort of neat. You know? When you dress normal, it's all about the material. You know, and I used to. Oh, I could feel the fabric. You know, our family business, we used to manufacture baby clothes. So I was working in the factory, in the garment factory, since I was 12 years old. You know. And so I got to see that. And then when I go shopping for clothes, and the good stuff was always very expensive. Now this is cheap shit. Yeah, this, this is like jeans stuff. Yeah, nobody knows the difference. Oh, the guy in the question mark said, yeah, they say the guy in the question mark jacket, that's not so good quality, though. Are there any funding for me? Do free? I do free scrap rate. You call, we haul. It kills. It kills the truck. Yeah. So for doing the truck is important, right? So you need help with that. Okay. Now you have a business, Tammy. That scrap removal sounds very good. Go to those. Download that report. I have, you know, in the last video, look at the business listings for your state, call every one of those people. You know, sure, some of them are going to say, hey, you're nuts. You know, Tammy, get out of here. What do you think of it? Oh, you saw Lesko? No, I don't believe that. He's full of shit. You know, you don't want to listen to him. But they're in business to help your business succeed in your state. That's what they get paid to do. You know. I am Mark. God, what is your profit like? It's like like money. Actually, sometimes I get chickens. You know, people will give me a chicken instead of the $20. Chickens are fine. I'll take a few chickens a month. Funding for newborn. Ah, what do they need? Oh, I see. You have to pay for the newborn. My whole brand is Lisa Love. That's wonderful. Love of soul and kindness. Wonderful. Yes. Okay. There's a link that I have, and it comes from AARP, and it shows you all the programs. I mean, it's not all of them, but it's like 30 or 40 of the major programs every state has for children. And so you would go through that list. So you put AARP, and really, it's really for grandparents as caregivers. See, now we have grandparents taking care of kids because the parents have to go to work, and so the grandparents have to take care of them. So that's what they help grandparents. See, this is what's going on in our society, and it's all a function. Nobody's making a decent wage unless you're a millionaire. We're creating more millionaires and people in poverty. We are number one in both of those areas, right? And that's a boy, we got to be number one. Isn't that great? Helping people who can help themselves assist. But COVID kind of died because of contact is now online. Oh, how were you selling if it was not online, Lisa? Well, maybe I could help with that because I sell only online. You know, my business has been great, but I mean, there's a lot of reasons. Nobody knows exactly why. But I've been doing this for 40 or 50 years, yeah, businesses, and had about 4 or 5 businesses. And let's see, maybe about half or more were successful. And it took me about 10 years or more to figure out this latest one. You know, now I'm so excited, man, because I'm 77 and I'm starting a whole new game. This is wonderful. I can't wait. So now I'm online helping people with errands. Oh, good for you, Lisa. Getting to stores clean. Wonderful. Love it. I should talk to, get an interview with you, Lisa, because I want to train people that, hey, this is what you have to do for a while you figure out your own thing. So you're trying to do a clothing line or whatever, but that's dying like most things. So you're hustling and running errands, whatever the hell it takes to make money. Yes. And see, that's, I think, easier now than ever before. And so if you are into it, I'd love to talk a little more about that, Lisa. Let's say I really need your help as an American freelancer in the Netherlands. Oh, well, it doesn't matter where you are online, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you're not a member, Archie, go to because I have a lot of stuff for gig economy jobs. Yeah, but you could start by going to gig dot indeed INDED .com, and that will get you started. And there's other platforms. There's dozens of platforms. Platform where you put in your zip code and you see the gigs in your zip code. Now, your zip code won't mean anything because it's in the Netherlands, but a lot of the gig economy jobs are online, so it doesn't matter where the heck you are, and that's important. Oh, you do online coaching, Lisa, or what? I'm in a group I pay for 24 months. I love your help. Oh, wonderful. Oh, I see. I'm in your group. Oh, wonderful. Yes, wonderful. Okay, Lisa, because I can't log in my own group anymore. I got to work with those monsters in Facebook, but we'll figure it out. I mean, I have an MBA in computers since the 70s. So, I mean, this is not new. This is what computers are. They're great, and you rely on them, and then they could screw you up bad. Please, I don't understand what is a gig and where do I find it? Angela, a gig is a job, and it comes from musicians when they used to go out. Hey, I'm going to play at the Blue Note tonight. I got a gig at the Blue Note tonight. So it's one night. You play, you get money, you go home. And it never is anything. So now they say our economy is coming like that. There's so many people. Like now, you can deliver meals in your own car or whatever, and you sign up and go through whatever the process they have, and they don't care when you work. See, it's the robots that manage everything. So if you're not there, another person does it, and things like that. So if you could go and work for an hour and say, shit, I'm gonna go play golf, and no, you don't have to make an excuse like your grandmother died or something like it used to be my generation. And so that's sort of a cool way to earn income like that. It's very flexible. You get paid quickly. You don't have to worry about getting paid. You go out and get a part-time job. You worry about them people paying you. This way, no. They get the credit cards and credit information ahead of time. Anybody who's hiring people on the platform, so you never have to worry about getting paid. And that is the business I'm trying to start. Help people, especially women in crisis from abuse. I love it. Well, Lisa, I put that 47 list on the club today, just a little while ago. And download, there's that list in there for women. So there's a lot of good stuff in there to help. Okay, guys, I got to start spending time on how to get Facebook to like me again. Sorry to interrupt, sir, but what is the reason these YouTube people put their effort in making useless videos on how to make money? Because it is rhetoric question, right? Rhetoric question. Yes, but the reason they make it because people watch them. That's the only reason. That's why people say, oh, hey, are your commercials making money? When I do a lot of commercials. If you see them, they're working money. They're making me money. If you don't see them, then they don't make me money anymore. As the same way you, I mean, there's a lot of crap because people are hungry for it, whether it works or not. I mean, I'm certainly biased against it, but this is America. If you're not allowed to do that, then it's not America, right? You're allowed to be an asshole. You're allowed to do crazy things, and then they'll start saying you can't wear question mark suits. Then I'm in trouble. Madam Brother, you're offering a program certification 3 months and $100,000. I want it. Funding only $600. It's all online, but no extra. Okay, Beverly, what to do is go to your Career One Stop. Okay, locally to find money to pay for that. What is the certificate in? Offering a programming. Oh, for programming. Okay, because their job, I mean, they have training money, so you can't see them. And now also, I don't know if you're Vanderbilt's in what, Tennessee? I don't know if you're in Tennessee, but there may be something cheaper at your community college that will also give you a certificate and program. But start with your career one stop, okay? And you could put, find local career one stop. Then you'll find Department of Labor, career one stop, and then you put in your zip code and you'll find your local career one stop. Thank you, computer program, 10th of Nashville, Tennessee. Great. Beverly, what is the program, please? Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being there. Have a happy holidays, but I'll be back before then. And Lisa, talk to you soon.